After a hobble is used on an individual, and typically when a hobble is used, it means that the person has been placed in a prone position. Is that right?
That's correct.
At least initially, to get the hobble on?
Yes.
Can you explain to the jury what the prone position is?
Basically flat on your stomach on the ground.
Okay. Once a hobble is used to restrain the hands and the feet and the subject is in the prone position, what does the policy require an officer to do?
Put them in the side recovery position.
What is the side recovery position?
Basically roll them up on their side to ease their breathing rather than leave them laying on their stomach or chest.
And do you know why that's important?
It helps them breathe better. Rather than having all the weight on their chest, it gets them up on their side so they can breathe easier.
Are you familiar with the term positional asphyxia?
Yes.
Now, how are you familiar with that term?
We've had it in training at MPD.
How long have you personally been aware of positional asphyxia?
A lot of years, 10, 15.
Okay. And based on your experience as a Minneapolis police officer, are the dangers of positional asphyxia generally known throughout the department?
Yes, I believe so.
That's something that officers are trained on?
Correct.
Okay. And when we talk about positional asphyxia, just at a high level, could you explain what positional asphyxia is, as you've been trained?
If you restrain somebody or leave them on their chest and stomach for too long, their breathing can become compromised, and so you'd want to get them up out of that position after a while so they don't suffer breathing complications.
And that's why the policy requires in the training is that you roll someone onto the side recovery position.
Yes.
And are you aware of whether or not people are allowed to be transported in the prone position restrained?
I believe they should be transported in the recovery position.
And when you talk about the need to roll someone into the recovery position to alleviate breathing, you're talking about a situation where the pressure is from the subject's own body weight. Is that right?
That could be, yes.
That does not necessarily include additional pressure that might be applied.
Correct.
So the danger is there without anyone pressing down on them.
Yes.